friends, it's Cami. I'm a facility attendant at the rec center, and I'm going to show you some stretches that can help you get your split. What you're going to need for this is just a generous amount of floor room, whether it's inside or outside. It works either way, and these stretches will help improve the flexibility in your hip flexors, which will help you get lower to the ground. And when you try this at home, make sure that you hold these stretches for about 30 seconds on each side, both left and right. Let's do it. Okay, so the first stretch we're going to be doing is kind of similar to downward facing dog. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your hips are square, meaning that they aren't left to right, they're directly in front of you like you have headlights. And just bend down, put one leg in front of the other, and you're going to want to hold it. Make sure that your back hip isn't up like this, it's facing downwards to the floor, so that way you can get a deeper stretch. And hold this for about 30 seconds on each side. Next stretch is going to be the butterfly stretch. Some of you guys might know this, but you're going to want to put the bottoms of your feet together and have a flat back and stretch forward. If you want a deeper stretch, you can put your elbows onto your knees, that way it opens up your hip flexors. And you want to just hold this for about 30 seconds. So friends, our next stretch is going to be just a standard lunge stretch. So what you want to do is you want to have one leg in front at a 90-degree angle, and you want your back leg straight out, as straight as it can be. You don't want it bent or touching the floor because that won't benefit you. So you want it straight back, and you don't want your knees passing your toes like that. That's not going to help you stretch. You want to make sure that your hip is down and it's at a nice 90-degree angle. You can put your hands on both sides. Another variation of this is if you put your back leg down straight on the floor, put both your hands on your front knee and push down. This will really stretch out your hip flexor. So another variation of the lunge is you can just put your elbows down. Again, make sure your knee is not passing your toes and your back leg is straight. Hold for about 30 seconds. Another variation of this stretch would be to have your front leg at a 90-degree angle, your back leg out, and you want to put your back knee down, and you want to use your opposing arm and grab your back leg. So when you do this, you don't want to think of pulling it into you like that. You want to think of pushing your hip flexor closer to the ground. That's how you get the deeper stretch. And hold this for about 30 seconds. So now that we have done all of our stretches, let's try and do the split. So what I like to do is I like to have my hips facing one way, square off, like you have headlights. And I like to have one foot forward straight and one leg back bent. And I just put both my hands down to support, and I slowly slide down. Now you don't want to have your hip up like this. You want to make sure it's down to the ground. You can use your hands for support if you need it. If you can't do your splits yet, that is totally okay. What you want to do to keep practicing besides the other stretches, like I said, hips forward, front leg straight, back leg bent, hands down for support, and straighten your legs out. And you will slowly start to go down. You don't want to have your back leg bent because that will not help you. You want to make sure that both your legs are straight and your hip is not up. You want to keep it down. And slowly, if you keep practicing, you'll get into your split. Now that you know a few stretches to learn your splits, make sure you keep practicing them as daily as you can, and remember to hold them for 30 seconds. You also need to remember that you might not have your splits right away. It took me a few years to get mine, so with just a bunch of practice and dedication, you will get your splits. Good luck!